Welcome, everybody, to Stay Curious. I'm your host, Mark Marquette. Sitting next to me is Mr. Burt Dicht. He's the managing
Hey, Mark.
director of the National Space Society, the subscription side, and many other things. Burt, welcome.
Thank you so much, Mark. Good to be back.
Well,
It's been a
great to see
while.
you.
Yeah.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
And sorry about that, but circumstances. But we love Burt as a
Good
guest.
to be on.
He travels a lot for the National Space Society, and we're going to catch up with what Bert's been doing the last couple of months. Define your role there at NSS, our friends.
Well, I am the manager.
Most of us know
Yes.
it as at Astra magazine. So
I'm the managing director of membership, and I also work and manage our office at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. So been a long time member. Actually joined National Space Society when it was the National Space Institute back in 1977. I was at a Star Trek convention, saw a flyer, and next thing I know, I'm a member.
Huh. And this, of course, is the flagship publication, hot off the press there.
Yeah, that is our third issue of the year. We'll have one more this year in December.
Okay.
And of course, Rod Pyle is the editor-in-chief.
Rod Pyle's the editor-in-chief.
Yep.
I'm going through it here like this to find a picture of Rod.
There's Rod.
There's Rod's business thing. Many of you met him at events around the globe here. So we'll talk a little bit about that. The latest issue has Artemis at the crossroads. That's an understatement.
Yes.
The day the satellites died. Ooh, that'll be a signal loss story. Dangers of major oh, I guess I should have it over here. Dangers of major asteroids. Okay, on their final flight for Apollo, December 1972. My gosh, you carried the numbers on there, and I ciphered that, and that is just too long ago. That's
It
all
is
I
too
can say.
long ago. It's
Too long ago.
Way too long since we've been to the moon.
And A Month on Mars, Part 3. So they've been talking about actually living on Mars.
Yep.
Who wrote that article?
That one, I don't remember who wrote that one.
Yeah, we can find out here in a heartbeat. But
And it has a recap of our summer conference, ISDC.
oh, Rod wrote that. Rod Powell.
Did Rod
wrote
write that one?
yeah.
Okay.
And he capitalized the ISDC 2025.
Yep.
Okay, which was in Orlando. Is there a picture of you in here?
There is not a picture of me in there. I don't know why. I guess I won too much residual.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, there's Winston Scott. There's Gabriel. I was looking for Gabriel. That was a great conference.
Yeah, and Gabriel was the chair of the conference.
Yep, Gabriel Rothblatt's up here. The top picture on the left there. Had Jared Isaacman there.
Yep, he was presented with an award and he was in a conversation, gave a very interesting talk. And of course, this was very soon after, they bowed out of being the NASA administrator. Or I guess he was bowed out.
Yeah, well, he was bowed out. He might be back in. We had a good show about that.
Yeah.
The other day. Doug Forrest is watching from Los Angeles. Dean Babcock says good afternoon. We got Steve Jokums up at Lake County Spaceport, one of our sponsors, with his decals and modeling products. Mostly Park, thank you. You've hung around. We appreciate that.
Fabulous.
And up there in Colorado, watching that moonlight shine on the Rocky Mountains out there is our good friend Mitch Rothman. So
Yes, out in Colorado now.
yeah, he's west Colorado out
Okay.
there. So those that are squinting their eyes, tell people what this beautiful green screen that Marty Winkle chose.
Well, that is the Neil Armstrong Museum in Wapakoneta, Ohio. It's about 60 miles north of Dayton. Of course, we're
About 120 miles south of Toledo.
Yeah, and it's where obviously it's Neil Armstrong's hometown.
Absolutely.
So it is a museum dedicated to him. I first visited it probably back in 1988 or something like that. It was my first visit. And I made a few other visits, and I was out at Dayton for a Civil Air Patrol meeting. Decided, hey, it's been a while, so I was going to make the drive up to see the museum, see what's new. It's a great museum to go to if you've never been to it.
It's
Yes.
awesome. I grew up in Findlay, Ohio on I-75. about 80 miles north. I-75 is right on the other side
Yes.
of this. And it's actually sunken into a mound.
Yes.
It's very cool. The city does all kinds of things with flags and so forth throughout
And
the year.
the dome is a theater there that you're
Dome
looking
is a
at.
theater,
Yes.
and one of the biggest moon rocks I've seen in
Yep.
captivity. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes,
It's a
bigger
and
than
they
Lona.
and they've got some really, it's interesting when you think about when you become famous, and there's so many things that belong to Neil Armstrong, and I'm thinking, gee, if I had become famous, where are all these artifacts that I had growing up, right? Where do they get those things? I always wonder about that in museums. They have all their report cards and
their Boy Scout
yeah,
uniform
yes,
and all that. And,
but they even have the Aranca Champion, which Neil Armstrong learned to fly on.
And we talked about that with our good friend yesterday, Bob Granat.
Okay.
Talked about Neil. Hope you go see Bob's show from yesterday. He talked that Neil he got his airplane license before his driver's license.
Yes.
Yeah, up there in Wapak, Canada. It's flat, cornfields, soybeans, and sugar beets up there in that area. And but it is an awesome museum, and put it on your bucket list.
Absolutely.
And then you go down to Dayton to what you're going to take
the Air Force
us around
Museum.
here
Yep.
Want to do a little more business here and thank. Tell you all, we have a space memorabilia show a week from Saturday if you're local. If you're not, it'll be worth flying in. We're going to have probably a lady there with 3 tables of Christmas ornaments.
Wow.
NASA oriented. Yes, sirree. So free admission, free appraisals. All right. And we'll be hawking that through next week. Yep, skeleton crew here. All right, as we wish everybody a happy Halloween tomorrow. There, things have been lean around here.
Yeah, they look good. They look pretty efficient.
Yeah. Well, the middle one on the phone there—that's my good buddy, Marty. There's Flat Marty. Okay, hey Marty, say hi on the phone, Marty.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Hey Marty.
Good.
Bert.
He's up in Long Island taking care of some family business. We got Matthew Raj also overlooking the Streamlabs situation there, but there's Flat Marty. And is it kind of chilly up there? Did you buy some Long Johns, Marty?
No, I didn't buy Long Johns, but it's not too bad. It's in the mid-50s.
Okay.
Raining today, but it's not too bad.
It's going to be down in the 50s tonight here on the Space Coast.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Lizards will be falling out of trees down in Miami, down there, like they do. But I'm getting out of town also and going up and see some family in Tennessee over the weekend. I'll be taking Friday and Monday off, and I'm leaving it to Raj and Marty. Marty particularly has got some greatest. A couple reprises to do.
Okay, good.
Everybody loves reruns, right? I
Sure.
kind of think, and you all haven't
absolutely.
seen all of our 1,400 episodes. Okay, I think you're about the 1400th episode we've had.
Oh,
in
really?
5 years.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and we're going to talk
Do
about
I get
your podcast.
do I get prizes or something?
Go see Gabriel about that. You're
Maybe
NSS.
a rocket ride, something like that.
We could arrange something there. Hey, open up my drawer and you take whatever you want.
Okay.
Swag in there.
Okay.
I've now got a notorious drawer for space swag there. Here's the latest Ad Astra magazine we were talking about and holding up there for you all. But you stay busy with outreach with something that I enjoy watching, and that is your
My space
own
forums.
podcast.
Yep.
But
this is actually a contest that we're having.
we'll get to your that's the next.
Yeah.
We'll talk about your video podcast.
Yeah. So, I don't know if people know this, but March 16th is the 100th anniversary of Robert Goddard launching the first liquid fueled rocket. So NSS is teamed with a number of people. We're doing a contest for students. So if anyone is out there watching, you've got kids who are interested, just use that QR code and you can get a little bit more. I think the deadline to register is the 31st of January, something in that range. So we're really trying to get kids interested in understanding the impact and legacy of Robert Goddard. But it's been 100 years, and all that we're doing around here is based on his legacy.
Absolutely. And Bob McGrath talked about that, of October 19th being the moment he went up in a cherry tree and thought about going to Mars in 1899.
1899. Okay.
And that was, he celebrated that day. We were big Goddard fans here. Gosh, if he died in 1945,
Just
I think.
just after
Yeah.
World War II ended, I
So he
believe.
never got to see anything
Yeah.
orbit the Earth. But had he lived, he'd probably been orbiting things in the early 50s.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
But
Marty, we got some background noise there on your end.
Yep.
Uh,
yeah, we're hearing some background. There it goes. No.
okay.
So I encourage you, pass the word. Just use that QR code and it'll take you right to the website. And we really like to get a lot of kids involved. And we're actually doing one in the Civil Air Patrol as well, for Robert Goddard, celebrating because we have a Goddard rocket model that we make as one of our activities. So I think this is going to be a really big celebration. So we should do
You
something.
brought an Estes rocket.
This is going to show a little later.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we need to do more to get the word out about his impact.
Well, thank you all for your. I'm looking at some of the comments here. Mostly Parked is glad to see you all. And Dave Stangy says hello, Steve and Tom. The people watching there, you like saying hi to each other. Stangy's got a Halloween costume he's going to unveil. He said on tomorrow's show.
Okay.
So your comments are live, and I'll try to chime in myself from Tennessee up there. But I see Tommy Usiak on there.
Oh, hey, Tom.
And just wanted to say before we get into another thing, Tom got. If you hadn't read your email, Tom, we have got penciled in for Shuttlefest 5 in June. Jack Lausma.
Jack Lausma, fabulous.
Yes, Jack Lausma's daughter, Mary, confirmed that he will be here as long as he's fit to travel at age 90. Okay, he's a very robust man. So we will have, with our fingers crossed, Jack Lausma. And a publisher wants to bring 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 astronauts to Shuttlefest. We're negotiating those terms right now. And I've already got Mike Baker lined up.
Okay.
Well, I got to say, really, we've got Norm Thagard to come and talk on Saturday about our NASA Star City program on Saturday. But we've got Norm Thagard. We got Bakes, who is over 4 flights, Mike Baker, and then over Russia for 3 years. Astronauts there. And we definitely got Tom Jones wants to come.
Oh, great.
Nicole Stott, okay. I'm talking to Steve Smith. All these people want to firm it up in April, okay, because I can't blame them. They may have a paid gig in June.
Yeah, it's a long way off.
And we know that, but
I do have a Jack Lausma story that when I was working in LA, part of the Los Angeles section of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, I organized a big meeting that we brought in Anna Fisher. And so Anna had brought in a film of some of the initial flights of the shuttle. And it was the Jack Lausma's flight on the shuttle.
3.
And yes, STS-3. And it was funny because, he's in orbit and you see Anna doing the commentary, and he said, well, Jack Lausman's a, really tough Marine, and you see him doing 1-arm push-ups in orbit. So a little easier in orbit, right?
Yes, right. Yeah, I remember that. I've seen that.
So everyone
probably do push-ups right now.
So everyone is having a good time amusing. And I later at an Astronaut Scholarship Foundation event, I actually rode up the elevator with Jack Lausman. I started asking him, and I was telling him about the story, and he thought that was great.
I've got my share of stories. He was here 2 years ago doing autographs with Rusty Schweikert. I picked him up to go to dinner. I'm a Buckeye from Ohio State. I had my scarlet and gray blanket over the seat, but he opened up the door. He said, "I don't travel too well with red." And I whipped it off, and he says, "Go blue." So he's a Michigan
good guy, a very good guy.
Oh my God! Steve Jokums, you'll be glad that you're staying at the Cocoa Beach Hilton, because you might step on his toes going to get a midnight snack. So anyway, Tommy, thank you so much. Our museum has benefited so much from the USIAC brothers. They have brought to me, Tom and Mark, so many wonderful people like Chris Callie, the Lausmas, on and on. Okay,
Yeah, fabulous.
because then Chris has brought us some great people, and this is the future of the American Space Museum in your hands, and we're just developing such a fellowship. I can't believe it, and you know how important that is. You've been in this business
absolutely.
10 years.
Yeah,
or more.
it's a community.
Yeah.
yeah, and there's no doubt about it.
We're a small community. Marty's up there in Long Island. People probably still thinking we're launching the shuttle, right, Marty? 14 years later. Well, let's do something else here. Hey, triplets born today on October 30th. These triplets. I didn't do a slide, Marty, so I forgot to do the slide, so I'm doing it old school there.
There you go.
I remembered the skeleton slide, but I didn't remember this. That's how my brain works. Hoot Gibson. Okay.
Ron
Hoot
Aaron,
Gibson
yep.
is 79 years old today.
What?
All right.
Okay.
He is one of the astronauts that we're negotiating with. All right. So wet your pants over that one, Steve Jokums. Hoot probably will be there with his newest book.
Yeah, he's got an autobiography coming out that actually.
With my glasses.
Let's see. I don't see
Looking for
them
my
here.
glasses on, probably on my hip. Hoot was born in Marty will like this. Where was he born?
Cooperstown, yeah.
New York, but considers Lakewood, California to be his hometown. He married astronaut Ray Seddon in 1981. Yes, they call her Ray. Been corrected many times. They have 4 children. Where did that nickname Hoot come from?
That I don't know.
Oh, you don't?
That I don't know.
Gibson was the Chuck Yeager of the shuttle astronaut class, known as the 35 New Guys. All right, one of the most colorful Speak Your Mind astronauts. He is actually named after an old cowboy movie star from the late 1930s named Hoot Gibson. He was a world champion cowboy and died in the 60s. So after that, everybody whose name is Gibson usually picked up the name Hoot. All right. And my dad picked it up, and then I did. All right. He's also an awesome guitarist
yes.
of the Max Q band.
Yep.
And plays a big old Gibson. I've seen pictures of him in there. So that's Hooter Gibson.
And he's flown about 160 different kinds of aircraft.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missions if you want it. Twice a commander, 3 times a pilot. Ron Guerin, born today, is 64. Yonkers, New York. All right, 2 New York guys here. He earned a badge. Let's see. He's 18 days at the bottom of the ocean and 178 days in space. All right. So happy birthday to Ron. He's 64. And then we've got Sandy Magnus. She was on the last shuttle flight.
Yep, STS-135. Yeah.
She was born in Belleville, Illinois, for you 2 from Illinois watching today. And Sandy Magnus, electrical engineer, how many days? It's 3 space flights, including the last flight of Endeavour in July 2011. And she is born in 64, so she is a tender 61 years old today. So,
and she was inducted into the National Academy of Engineering, which is the highest honor you can get as an engineer. Neil Armstrong is a member of the National Academy of Engineering as well.
That is
Yes.
pretty big.
Yes.
All right. Well, we love all 3 of them, and happy birthday to them, Mary.
Yes,
and
happy
we'll
birthday.
Keep you updated on who. Well, Mark, shut up and we hear you all the time. Let's go on with you, buddy. You got a great show lined up here. Hope everybody's enjoying it. And again, breaking news that we've got Jack Lausman, if you want him, coming at Shuttle Fest, okay, as long as his health allows him to travel at age 90, and I don't doubt that a bit.
Yeah. No, so this slide up there now, we've got a big event happening this next week at the University of Central Florida. It's what we call our Space Settlement Summit. So this is different than our International Space Development Conference. It's a much smaller type of event, much more intimate, around 90 people coming. And it's not just sitting and listening to presentations. We actually get involved in different workshops and try to come up with ideas that can move space settlement forward. So we're really looking for a great event. From what I understand, University of Central Florida is going all out for us, and it starts on Monday, runs to Tuesday. And it should be a lot of fun. I've been to 3 or 4. I'm trying to remember how many I've been to, and I like the fact that they're very hands-on. That you're actually, you have a discussion about an issue, then we get into a room and they break you into breakouts, and we start coming up with ideas and present those ideas at the end. So it's about moving the agenda forward.
Excellent.
Yep.
I would. Great.
And I'll share some pictures next time of the event.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And Gabriel will be at that. Our
Yes,
executive
Gabriel will
director
be
of our
there as well.
foundation there.
Yes.
So, well, here's your virtual space forum that you've had the USIAC brothers on. That was
very
I'm
good.
sure that was a popular show.
It was. Oh, well, hearing that their photography is just amazing. So I'd love to have them come back. I think we talked about that because there's so many pictures to show. But yeah, the space forums are something we do. They're virtual. We use Zoom webinar. We try to do 2 a month, something in that range. And
2 a month.
yeah, I know it pales in comparison to what you do. But it takes a lot of, I don't know how you do it. It takes a lot of effort to put one event together.
Thank you.
Yes. So the speaker tonight is Caleb Schwartz, who is a astrobiologist for NASA Ames, but he's coming on tonight as an author, and he's written a new book called The Giant Leap. It's about how we move into space as a species. And it's a really, I got the book, I read it, it's really interesting. It's going to be very thought-provoking. And so if anyone is interested, you can still sign up. I've got a QR code there. Please feel free to use that to register.
Get your phone out. They're
Yep.
scrambling right now.
Yeah, it starts at 9 tonight. And we're giving away 4 copies of the book as virtual door prizes. So, and he's got them signed. So it's really going to be a very interesting discussion. So I hope everyone can join us for it. We've got a big crowd already signed up for it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Rocket Lady Elizabeth is going to be watching. She says hi to us there.
Oh, hi, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Schneider and her
Yes.
Galactic Medallion. We had a big meeting with her and Lori, her assistant, to bring tours here from the ships. Something we've been dreaming
That's
about
a great idea.
for a long time. So
Yes.
thank you, Elizabeth and Lori, for embracing our humble museum here on your business there. So, all right.
Okay,
That'll be
hopefully
9
we'll see you
o'clock
tonight. Yeah,
all
hopefully
right?
we'll see you tonight. Yep.
All right, now you're going to tell us where you been.
Well,
You're like a where's
it's
Waldo,
been-
where's
it's
Bert
been,
all summer.
I said the last time I was here is June, so a lot happened. In June, we had the International Space Development Conference, and then I went immediately right after that up to Dayton, Ohio. I am a member of the Civil Air Patrol, and we had what was
You
called
want to move out yourself?
okay.
You can advance right there forward.
Okay, forward. There we go.
Forward, yeah.
So what we did was it was an aerospace education officers course that we had at the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. So I immediately went there. I was an instructor. So anytime I can have a chance to visit the National Museum of the United States Air Force, I do it. If you've never been there, it is an incredible museum. So I thought I would just share a few photos from that.
Hit forward. I may hit the large and small there.
Okay, let's hit forward.
then
So
make that
this is the group of aerospace education officers, and we're in the museum there. And behind us, doesn't look like an Air Force plane, does it? So we're standing underneath.
Hyper Cub.
They were Cessna.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cessna.
Cessna 172. We're standing under the B-36 bomber right there. So that Cessna 172 is famous from the Civil Air Patrol. After 9/11, after of course, all aircraft were grounded. This Civil Air Patrol aircraft went up with a pilot and observers and they flew over ground zero taking photographs.
Oh my God.
So
First time.
First,
huh?
yeah, it was the only aircraft allowed to fly.
No drones.
And yeah, and
Think
no
about
drones
that,
at then.
no drones
So
back
that's
in
what
the
it
day.
looks like. So it's the Air Force Museum said they wanted it to commemorate that. So it's Civil Air Patrol has the largest number of private aircraft than anyone else in the world. Cessna 172s, Cessna 182s. So this is the one that actually flew over ground zero right after 9/11. So it was great to see it. So they have it on display there. So if you're there, visit right underneath the wing of the B-36 bomber. So, but it's a great event. You know, we're teaching aerospace education officers how to do their job, how to inspire kids and cadets to feature aerospace careers.
Okay.
Yep. So let's go forward here. Now, you all know I was an aerospace engineer, and this is my pride and joy. I always like to go visit it. This is the YF-23A Advanced Tactical Fighter. So I helped design this airplane.
Interesting.
Most fun you could ever have as an engineer. And you might say this airplane flew back in 1990. So we're talking 35 years ago. Okay. And
You're dating yourself.
I'm
now,
dating
Burt.
myself, but it looks like it's modern and could fly today, doesn't it? It is that advanced. It's a 5th generation fighter. Unfortunately, we did not win the competition. Lockheed won the competition, and they're flying the F-22 today.
Looks like a mini Blackbird to me.
It's
for some reason,
it's highly stealth.
Uh-huh.
So the idea for the 5th generation fighter, the F-15, for example, is a 4th generation fighter. Air Force wanted a 5th generation, low observable, and it could fly supersonic speed without an afterburner. And that's what this aircraft can do. So I like to joke it's the best aircraft the Air Force never bought. But I always like to go visit that, and I was really popular because everyone wanted a picture with me in front of the aircraft. You tell people that you worked on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Buddy.
So
Awesome.
and now
we go to
okay, but the reason I have this picture here because it's one of my favorite aviators flew this aircraft. A World War I flying ace.
Rickenbacker.
Snoopy.
Oh, Snoopy.
This is a Sopwith Camel.
Okay.
So this is Snoopy's plane, a Sopwith Camel. So I always like to take a picture of that. And
Wood prop.
now Apollo 15. Now, why is Apollo 15 at the Air Force Museum, everybody? Because the entire crew, all 3 astronauts, were Air Force officers.
Oh, okay.
Al Warden,
course.
Dave Scott, and Jim Irwin were all Air Force officers. So it's an all Air Force crew there. So Apollo 15. They do have a great rocket garden inside. So there's a lot to see. They have a shuttle mock-up you can go inside. So there's a lot there that's related to space as well. And this other picture is also one of my favorite aircraft of all time. That is the XB-70 Valkyrie. So this was a triple sonic bomber that was built in the height of the Cold War, but they only built 2 of them. They realized that going in high speed and fast was not the best way to go in. It's better to go in low altitude instead of high altitude. So they built 2 as technology demonstrators. Unfortunately, one of them was destroyed in a terrible, terrible accident where they were filming.
Oh, I remember that at an air show.
It wasn't an air. It was General Electric. All the aircraft had General Electric engines. Yeah. So they were filming a promotional video, and Joe Walker, great X-15 pilot, his airplane in the wake flipped and knocked the wing off of the XB-70, and it crashed. So they only have, that's the only one left. So I just think it's just an amazing looking aircraft.
I have seen the video of that on YouTube.
Very sinister looking, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's creepy.
Yeah. So also there at the aerospace education course, we decided we were going to launch rockets. Okay, Civil Air Patrol does a lot with model rocketry. It's you can get a certification in it, and these are let's do this. These are Estes rockets. So what we did during one of the class sessions is we built the rocket. There were two officers there who were experts in model rocketry, and they picked this rocket because they thought it was going to be easy to build. It was not. So we each got a kit. We're building it. Now, SDs, if you're familiar with it, they have different levels. There's beginner, and this is listed as beginner, but it is not. It was a lot tougher than people thought it would be, and we ended up going out to launch them, and that's my rocket that's actually flying there. And it uses a solid propellant motor pack, black powder, and it also oops, let's go. Oops, go. There we go.
Let's get another picture there.
I think I have to go forward. Oh no.
Where's the one?
Oh, maybe it's not there. There was one where I showed the parachute. The parachute comes off and it comes back down to the ground. So it's a lot of fun. Maybe what we can do is organize one of these, work with the Civil Air Patrol here.
We'd love that.
And I'll find out to
Al
launch a couple.
Terrio, of course, your friend and mine, Al Terrio.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Yeah, we might have had some slides there. That were,
maybe you didn't get in.
a different
Okay.
format. There,
Yeah,
so,
that's okay. But it's a lot of fun. We worked with a group there called the Wright Stuff. That's Wright as in Wright Patterson, not RIGHT. And they have a goal each year to launch 800 first-time rockets. So working with people. So they want 800 people who've never launched a rocket to launch one.
Wow.
And of course we had
Sign me
about
up.
So we had about 50 people in the class. Most had never launched a rocket, so it is a lot of fun.
All right.
And
Great
you want to
way
make
to
sure.
learn.
Yep, great way to learn.
All right, we're going to Wapakoneta.
Yep.
Wapakoneta.
So, like I
Good old
said,
Indian
after the conference, I took a ride up to see the Neil Armstrong Museum. And like I said, I hadn't been there in a few years, so it's always good to come up there. And it really is a really nice museum, and they've got lots of sculptures of Neil Armstrong in different places, so at different points of his career.
He's sitting on a bench with
Yes.
a little model airplane.
Yeah, as a
in
kid.
in the
Yep.
parking lot there.
Yep. So definitely, I encourage people to make the trip. What you're seeing there is his Aranca Champion. This is what he learned. This is the aircraft he learned to fly in, and that's why I ask about how did someone know to keep that airplane somewhere to get it.
Yeah, right.
They have a few other aircraft that he also flew, and of course, Gemini 8 is there, and they've really got a great simulation that shows exactly what happened with that stuck thruster.
Yes.
And
it cleared things up in my mind
It
when I
really-
saw
it-
in there.
It really is good. So this was one of the tour guides there was showing it to me, and it's got it on that display. And I thought that was the best demonstration of what happened during that very scary time, obviously.
Mhm.
So definitely encourage people to make the trip there. Oh, okay. Let me go back here for a second here. I'm just gonna. But I took a lot of pictures there. They've got. They have a kind of a newspaper clipping room.
Yes.
Of all the clippings from around the world during the Apollo 11 landing.
Mhm.
So it's really cool to see that.
Really, the moon rock is
Yep.
displayed beautifully in a little area, and they made a joke during. Remember the egg crisis?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
they had a little meme where they replaced the moon rock with an egg in there because eggs are so expensive. But
Yes.
trying to think back, I've been in
Yeah.
there many times. It's got a cool little psychedelic walk area that you walk in through, like the void of space into the planetarium. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where on each side it's like you're,
Oh yes. It's
and have his space suit, one of his training suits in there. The usual stuff that you would think, and
Yeah, there's actually even a tremendous sculpture of him in his spacesuit that you really think is real.
yeah,
It's incredible.
of course,
Incredible.
one of 24 Ohio astronauts, and
Yes.
they have that on the wall as you walk in there. All of the
Yep.
astronauts in there. Anyway, great.
Yeah. So I do wanna-
Wapakoneta,
I do
Neil
wanna-
Armstrong Museum, right on I-75. Right between Dayton and Lima, Ohio, and my hometown's above Lima, Findlay.
So let's see, this is full air. So what this is, at the ISDC, we did a couple of events for mostly students. So this was a speed mentoring session that I brought in space professionals to meet with students to talk about space careers, and it really went well. I can't say how much the students loved it. Our mentors love it. I've done it for the last 3 years now, and we're going to do it again.
Right.
So that's just a picture
for
of the
you.
mentors and some of the students that took part in it. And then we also did something called the Rising Stars. So this was an opportunity for students who were interested in space to share their research, share their projects. So we had 15 presenters from 10 different universities, including Embry-Riddle, including University of Central Florida, including the Air Force Academy. We had two cadets from the Air Force Academy, and I can't tell you how well it went. It was just, and it is something I'm going to be doing again. I'm really interested in getting that next generation prepared for space careers. And we wanted this to be a friendly, non-threatening environment. They could talk about anything they wanted to as long as it was space related. And we had a topic on public perception about going to Mars. We had a topic about navigating on the moon with kind of a using the positions of the Earth to use that as a guide. We had space debris. Really great topics that the students all were involved in. So we're going to do it again in 2026.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent.
And the other event we had too was a astronaut scholar panel, and we brought 5 astronaut scholars in to also talk about what they are doing.
There's Abigail on the far right.
Yes,
I
a
think.
rover.
She's
Yes,
an expert in moon
yep.
soil, and she gave us some for our display
Yeah,
here.
she was she's an
awesome.
astronaut scholar, and she was also one of our rising stars.
Abigail Glover.
Yeah.
Google that, and you'll learn so much about lunar regolith from her.
And we had astronaut Dominic Antonelli, who was there to moderate. And it was really a great event. And this was done for the students in attendance, mostly the pre-university
Tony
students.
on the far left
Yes.
there, yeah.
Yep. And let's see. Let's go forward. And that's just a photograph after of the rising stars, and then another photograph of our astronaut scholars. So
There's Tony.
Yeah,
and, Tony Antonelli. He
Yep.
looked through my telescope at
oh,
Jupiter
did he? Yeah.
one day. And
Yeah.
there's Abigail. Love her to death. Yeah, she's a good one. Her show. Please look up Abigail Glover,
Yeah.
and you will learn just what everyone knows
All-
about lunar soil. Right.
All
from her.
amazing students. Just to hear them talk, and so it's a pleasure to be part of all that. So I just wanted to share those to highlight.
So important that National
Yeah.
Space Society and is involved with
Yeah.
the next generation. They
Absolutely.
always have been.
Absolutely,
Right?
it's one of my favorite parts of doing what I do.
Excellent.
Yep. And let's go forward. And of course, there's our friend.
Hey, there's
Yep.
Bubba,
Yep. And Mark and I,
Jay Honeycutt.
Mark and I actually co-chaired a history session at the ISDC.
We did.
Yes, we did.
Oh, okay. If you say so.
We did.
Okay.
And Jay was one of the speakers, and he had
Yes,
that
we
great
did.
presentation on the history of human spaceflight. So we did that, and then
We had it at the film festival.
Oh, yes,
Friday ago,
yeah,
and it was a big hit.
and then the rest of our panel, what is it? Jamie Draper and Scott Bangan.
Yep, Scott Vongen. Yep.
Yep.
Would have been an astronaut on Astro 3 had they had Astro 3. Trained with Sam Durrance and Mark Lounge, and Sam Durrance went up, Mark Lounge, and
Yes.
who else was the other astronaut that did it?
I don't remember.
Anyway,
yeah, but he was
had a good
a payload specialist and was going to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and unfortunately never got the chance.
Jamie Draper just received the Harry Colcom Award from the National Space Club.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I was a recipient last year. So,
Very good.
very-
Yeah. So We're actually supposed to have Jamie do his talk for a space forum, but because of the shutdown, we've had to postpone it. So we won't be able to do it until everything opens up again with the government. But we'll have, he did a talk on the history of Cape Canaveral Space Force Station at the ISDC. Very good talk.
Yes.
And the rest, I just have a few astronaut encounters. So you're talking about Hoot Gibson and Susan Kilrain. And so that, always.
Authors of, that both have new books coming out.
Yep.
Book Press is who I'm talking to. So.
Oh, you're talking to Tony?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony and I just exchanged emails all week. We're negotiating. I'd like the Book Press to pay for them to come.
Yep.
But he doesn't think they have the budget for it. And they got 3 astronauts. Stephen Hawley also has a book.
He's got a really extensive book coming out, from what I understand.
So the cat's out of the bag. We could have all 3 of them at Shuttle Fest.
Now, I did talk to Susan, and she's going to do a space forum for us once her book comes out. Yep.
She's so friendly. Really surprised me. Pilots but Hoot Gibson, docked with the Mir space station.
Yep.
Be perfect with bakes and.
Oh yes.
What we're doing.
So a few other. There's Tony and Antonelli, and I think we had about 10 astronauts or space travelers at the ISDC, and Cyan Proctor. She's so nice. Oh,
we love Cyan. Love her artwork. She's been to the museum. Friends of Gabriel, and it's just we will have her to Shuttle Fest one day. I guarantee it.
Right. Oh yes. Story Musgrave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
90 years old.
He was great. He gave a great story about
got a cocktail in his hand.
Yes.
You bought him his second one. I bought him his third one. No, Story will probably be at a Shuttle Fest down the road.
Yeah.
Yes. He very much aware of it. And in fact, he and Nicole Stotts crashed our first one.
Oh, okay.
Going to Yuri's night.
Yeah. And that's Gretchen Green, who flew on the New Shepard.
Yep. I had a nice talk with Gretchen.
Yep.
She's out promoting.
Yep. And a few astronaut encounters at the Space Center, and Anna Fisher was there. So I've got that model of the space shuttle that I have on my desk. So I was trying to get some signatures. So Anna was happy to sign it. And always,
she's so sweet,
always
so
good
nice.
to see her.
One of the for those that don't know, and that's okay. There's no silly questions in space history or astronomy. I say, she was one of the first 6 astronauts, and her daughter is been a reporter.
Yeah, Kristen Fisher.
For one of the networks, right? Or
she was
cable news
she was for Fox. Then she went to CNN, and now she's doing freelance. So you can follow her on Instagram. She talks about different space issues on Instagram. Definitely.
Anna Fisher.
Yep. So, but I might have told this story about Anna Fisher. Like I said, she came out for that first meeting that I did with the American Society of Mechanical Engineers in the LA section, when she talked about Jack Lausma, and she came back for another visit after her flight, and then followed her career, but she eventually left NASA temporarily to raise her family, which is really unheard of, but she came back to be an astronaut again. And she was very involved in developing the ISS, and was going to fly another mission. And then, of course, Columbia happened. And then she, that decided not to do that. She retired in 2017, and I might have told this story. I saw she was appearing at the Space Center, so I flew down just to see her. And I had a picture of us that we took together from 1984. Of us together, and I had her sign it, and it's still the best autograph that I've ever had. She said we both still look good.
Right.
So great. Always great to see her.
She's awesome.
And there's Susan Kilrain again. Yep. And like I said, I got her to sign, and then we talked about her coming on to one of our space forums. So that would be great. She gave not this past ISDC, but the year before, they had a session with women who are working in the space business and things that they've accomplished. And someone had asked a question about how do you, your great career, how do you stay grounded? And she told this story that was just so great, just so human. She said, "Oh, I stay grounded because of my kids." She said, first of all, her husband is a retired admiral and Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
Okay. And she said, so, and then she said, I was a badass F-14 pilot and I piloted the shuttle twice. She said her kids are not impressed. She said there was one time she was invited to be on a cooking show. And her two daughters are like, you have to go on the cooking show. You'll be somebody if you go on.
Wow, really?
So it's a great story, story.
She is. She would be a big hit at Shuttle.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And there we go. So that's Bob Senker. I don't know if people know Bob. Yeah. He was a payload specialist. And I actually ran into him at the Marriott courtyard one time. And we're talking in the parking lot there. And he said he had flown in 1986. And I'm thinking, well, 1986, that's when Challenger happened. So he had to be, I said, you must have been on STS-61C, the flight before Challenger. And that's what he was. He was a payload specialist on that flight with Bill Nelson. Mm-hmm. So a longtime engineer for RCA. Worked on lots of satellites.
Bob Senker,
yep.
Cenker. Yep. He's a rare Astra. He's out here a lot.
He is
but
he is.
That's the only place you're going to get his autograph.
Yeah, he is how he says he's surprised all these years that people are still interested.
Yeah, he's all right.
Okay, let's go
Senker,
forward.
if you want him there.
Let's go forward.
Oh yeah, get you there.
There we go. Steve Frick.
Okay.
Yep, another shuttle astronaut. Like I said, I'm trying to get the signatures on my space shuttle model there.
I've not met Steve out there.
Yep.
I missed him.
And Joan Higginbotham.
Oh yeah.
Joan, she's great. Oh, and
yeah.
She also tells great stories because she was an engineering student, and NASA actually called her to recruit her to become an engineer. And she's like, is this a joke? But it turned out to be, it was really NASA, Kennedy Space Center. She went to work as an engineer at the Kennedy Space Center and eventually applied to the astronaut program.
At the urging of Jay Honeycutt, her boss, was very instrumental, just like in Nicole Stott's life there. And she just recently talked, and I hardly ever ask astronauts a question in public with Nick Thomas's astronaut encounter. But I did ask her, I said, what habits have you carried with you through life that you learned as an astronaut?
Right.
And her answer was being kind to people.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Very good.
She found she found through the astronaut corps that no matter, you had to accept everybody for who they were and wherever they were coming to you from, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Now,
Joan Higginbotham, she spent 6 years living in Titusville.
I posted a photo on Facebook, and of that, and a colleague of mine from IEEE, he used to be the dean of the engineering department at Cal State Northridge in LA. And she was one of his students where she was an undergrad. And he said, if you see her again, please say hello for me. I said, hey, absolutely. I would definitely do that.
Joan Higginbotham.
Yeah. Let's see who else I have here.
Here we go here.
Yeah, there we go.
There.
And of course, Steve Smith.
Steve Smith?
Yep.
He said, call me in March. If I don't have it that weekend covered, I'll be at Shuttle Fest. So, he's definitely a good guy. He's the one... is the astronaut that Terry White says, Steve Smith told me, anytime we're in front of a group of space workers, I let I let Terry White say that Steve Smith says astronauts have heroes, space workers are my heroes.
Yes.
So,
that's great.
He's a super good guy.
So
good friends with Joe Tanner.
So a lot of fun to just meet up with astronauts. One of the things that's interesting, Mark, is I know you go over to get autographs as well. when you meet up with some people who are from out of the country, we get a lot of international visitors at the Space Center, and they are just so excited to meet an astronaut, and so it's there's an energy there when
It is, and I told Steve Smith, like I tell a lot of astronauts, I said, this is so important what you're doing here.
Yep.
That Delaware North is bringing you in here at Kennedy Space Center. Delaware North manages it. You're the only astronaut that someone from Findlay, Ohio is ever going to meet.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
yeah.
and they're going to always remember you. And it's a cool thing they do.
But I had a little fun because I've got the stack model, and it's filling up, so they have to sign on the external tank. So I say, do they do any autograph training as part of ASCAN training? They're like, no, they don't.
Astronaut candidate.
Yeah.
Well, we're enjoying this conversation. I am, and I hope you are, with Burt Dicht, a great friend of our museum. We're doing a lot of synergy between the National Space Society and the American Space Museum, and it'll just get stronger down the way.
Yeah.
Coming down the home stretch here with
Yes.
what Bert's been doing the last 3 months up there. Thank you for all your comments. If you've got a question to Bert, let us know. But we're not bragging that we deal with astronauts. They're kind of our job.
It's what
And
we do.
We're the facilitator to them being out
Yeah.
there with you in the public in many ways, and we love that. So
And if you make it down here, we'll help you out too, right?
there we go. Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
let's go forward and finish up. So I don't know if people are doing the tour here, but what they've done recently is they restored what's called the LC-39 gantry.
Okay.
Yeah, and now they have a simulated rocket launch there. That rocket engine you see.
Uh-huh.
They've got new displays. They've got a gift shop there. So it's part of the regular tour now that they'll stop there.
That's what it looks
Yes.
like, huh?
Yeah, that's what
Very
it looks
cool.
like. And if you go up on the gantry, you've got great views of LC-39A and LC-39B, and also the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station launch pads, SLC-40 and SLC-41. So I actually went out to see a launch. They'll sometimes sell what they call travel tickets. So if you get admission, you can go out and see the launch. And I went to see.
Now that's a staged eagle there. That's
Yeah.
a-
Oh, yeah. That's a stage
yeah,
eagle.
you
Yes.
just didn't happen to see an eagle fly. No.
Absolutely.
For all you don't know, this engine, one of the greatest engines ever made, the great rocket engineer Lee Solid,
Oh.
said it was even better than the F1 engine that he also pioneered as a Rocketdyne engineer.
That is actually a mock-up of two separate engines, actually, too.
Is it?
Yeah. So, and you can launch it or fire it. So we work in a control center, and you can launch the rocket. Yeah.
All right.
So it's a lot of fun. Yes. But I was there for a SpaceX launch from SLC-40, and it didn't go. So went out there. But you're really close to the launch pad. So if you are here and you see them offering that ticket along with obviously admission to the Space Center, I would definitely recommend being able to go see a launch from that location. It is fabulous. Now that one didn't launch that day, but the fact that I'm at the Space Center and I just couldn't go out and take another day because it's about a 3-hour commitment to do that. I decided it launched the next day and just went outside my office and got a picture of it.
Nice picture.
Yes.
Tell people what that is.
Yes. So.
They don't know.
Oh yeah, that's the Space Mirror.
Yeah.
Memorial
Space Mirror.
to honor those astronauts who we've lost in the line of duty, and that's part of the Astronauts Memorial Foundation. It's very impressive. It actually was supposed to rotate.
Yeah.
To make it look like the names are floating in the clouds, but I know it doesn't do that now. I think there was some issue with it, but it's a great memorial, and that's where they do the for recognizing the lost astronauts in January.
Mm-hmm.
They do a ceremony in front of that.
And put flowers in front of the
Yep.
gate there, and it's accessible to everybody. And
It is.
You
Oh
drive
yeah.
by at night, you see it. But they were going to rotate it to keep the sun
Yes.
energy on it, and
Right.
shining through, and it was just a little bit cumbersome, I think.
And that's just another shot of that Falcon 9
Beautiful.
launching. Yeah. So again,
Sounds like we got a rocket launch in here, but we don't, Raj, do we?
I wondered if we have a train going by.
Could
or
be,
what?
yeah.
Or a big
It doesn't look like
motorcycle
it's
group. All right.
Yeah,
Who we have here?
closing out, we did a great event on July 20th at Epcot, and it was Space Exploration Day, and we had this event at the Space 220 restaurant at Epcot, and it simulates being on a space station 220 miles up, and Sharon and Mark Hagel, who've flown on New Shepard twice, were there to talk about their experiences. And Sharon's actually going to be at our Space Settlement Summit, and they're going to be guests on one of my space forums after the New Year. So we had a great time with them at this event. And there's just a group of us there to commemorate the picture. But the way this restaurant is, they've got images looking out over the Earth, like you're actually 220 miles up on a space station, and you see spaceships moving back and forth. You see astronauts working in space, and here's Sharon just showing something to one of the students who's there in attendance, and it's really well done. The food was excellent. It's a really hard restaurant to get a reservation for. We did it as a brunch, and I highly recommend it. And the way you get up to the space station is a space elevator.
Oh, really?
Yes, and they do the simulated space elevator. So it's a fun ride to get up there and view it. So I highly recommend it if you have a chance. We're probably going to be doing it again in 2026.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll advertise that for you for sure.
Yeah. And just closing out again, also had a chance to meet the Artemis 2 astronauts who were here doing some testing on their spacecraft over the summer. And I actually was able to ask a question of them. And it was just great to see them. They're really gung-ho, ready for this Artemis 2 launch, which might be it won't be any earlier than February, but they were thinking it could be as late as April.
And left to right.
Oh, you left her. Yeah, the Canadian astronaut. Why can't I think of his name?
I can't either.
Yeah.
Someone will tell us.
Yes, and Christina Koch, Glover, and Reed Weissman.
Hansen.
Yeah, Hansen.
Reed Hansen.
Reed is the commander.
Commander's
Hansen is it is Hansen. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
So they were really great. They were really great. So good to see them. And then this was around the same time as the Crew 11 launched up to the space station. So that's the Crew 11 launch, and then a later launch. This is the IMAP, the Interstellar Mapping and Acceleration Probe that is going out about 1 million miles from Earth, and it's going to be monitoring the solar wind and space weather. So really, really interesting. It's actually run by Princeton University. So a lot of good stuff there. And
I'm trying to look up here on my app that we're going to have, I think, a Chinese launch this week.
oh, okay.
And then they're bringing the 3 tachionauts back.
Oh, okay.
Like November 5th or something
Right.
like that. I'm pulling up next space flight here, but proceed. Oh, there's a contrast for us there.
Well, yes, everybody, I don't know whether you know this, but come Sunday, November 2nd, it will be 25 years since astronauts have occupied the International Space Station. So for 25 years, not everybody has lived on Earth.
That's right.
And so we need to celebrate that. And what you see on the left side is a picture of the space station when the Expedition 1 first got on board on November 2nd, 2000. Yep, 2000.
Yep.
And then what the space station looks like today. So vastly different. So I think we want to be able to celebrate that. So I figured I'd get that out. Maybe you'll have something you'll do next week, later in the week. But everybody, 25 years.
25 years. That is something continuously occupied.
Yep.
Which means it could be
I
up
think they're
30 years if we bring
I
it down
think they're
to
up to
2030.
Expedition 73 now.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. and they'll be swapping out. We'll give you that next week.
Yeah.
But I know the Chinese are launching Shenzhou 21
Right.
in about 18 hours.
Oh, okay.
And they'll stay up there a couple days, and then the Shenzhou 20 will come back down.
Great.
What if they got a woman on that one? They didn't release the 3 astronauts. The crew consists of Zhang Lui, Wu Fei, and Zhang Hongzhang. So I have no idea, males or females there, and let's don't
Okay.
get carried away with that. But 7 humans living on the International Space Station right now.
So
3
this
from
is-
America, 3
we
from
wanna
Russia,
celebrate
and
this.
1 from Japan.
Yes. Yes.
So, yes, and we have Nicole Stott's Expedition 2021 sleeping bag that she stayed in
nice.
our women's gallery. I
Okay.
didn't show that off to you today.
Oh
But
yeah,
to
let's
show you
see
a
that.
couple
Yeah,
new things. the
yeah,
other day,
absolutely.
so,
Sounds good. So that's it for me.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Burt, thank you so
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Marty Winkle is online there. Marty, our flat Marty there, helping us do our Streamlabs here with Raj. Matthew Raj, our wonderful technician here, and does so many things at our museum. We're glad to have him. Marty, God bless you, brother.
Hey, Marty.
Do you know, are you there, Marty?
Yep, I'm here.
What are you going to pick out of the archives for viewers to see tomorrow?
Oh, I forget. I got it written down, but offhand, I forget which one it is.
Which one were we thinking about? Well, we'll broadcast it later, okay, on there. And then we'll have another one on Monday.
Sounds good.
So, Bert, we might reprise one of yours. Who
Oh, that'd be
knows on
great. No, always enjoy coming. We want to make this. I don't want all these months to
that?
pass.
No, we're
before-
going to set up another
Yeah.
a date in November for
Yeah.
you. Look at the calendar, get you in here. And but not on purpose, my friend.
I
Just,
know that. I know that.
Our schedules
Yep.
conflicting a little bit there.
And
but,
everybody, I did bring this for Mark. I brought him a little astronaut guy.
thank
You know, it's got our NSS logo on it, and they're actually stress relievers. You can, but we're not stressed.
I gotta squeeze the head off that little guy there. No stress, a lot of
That's-
happiness like you
absolutely.
when things are falling in place because of great people like the people watching today.
Yes.
That makes our
Thanks,
jobs easier.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
I hope you enjoyed it.
so
It's always fun to share photographs and what's going on.
Thank you so much, Bert, and we'll go out with that.
Yes.
Saying that on the behalf of Bert and me, I'm Mark Marquette, saying that we can't wait to see you again on Stay Curious or watching our programs or here in the museum. To do what? To bridge the space